The world is ravaged by a mysterious plague that has turned the majority of the population into mindless, flesh-eating zombies. Tall buildings stand as eerie reminders of the bustling civilization that once thrived there, now reduced to rubble and remnants of a forgotten world. In the very beginning of the movie, we're introduced to R, a very special zombie, as he seems to have a glimmer of consciousness and emotions. Although he can't clearly recall his past existence, he does remember the last few seconds before he turned into a zombie. He remembers a couple of people he encountered at the airport. It fades to the dire reality that everyone at the airport has transformed into a zombie, and some zombies have even transformed into dark, soulless creatures. These zombies, referred to as bonies, are ones that have lost all hope and the last bit of their humanity. R, on the other hand, still experiences emotions and thoughts and wants to resume living his life as an ordinary human being. R lives on an airplane and spends time listening to music. He even has a best friend, a zombie named M later, RM. Later, we see RM and the other zombies travel to the city in search of food, humans. R has a craving for human flesh, despite the fact that he is still conscious. Meanwhile, Julie, Nora, Perry, and other teens gather for a mission. Before exiting the wall, Julie's father, Colonel Grigio, provides the details of the mission to retrieve medicine from a nearby abandoned hospital. The colonel then claims that although these zombies appeared human, they were incapable of thinking, bleeding, or feeling. Then he cautions these skeleton-looking zombies, bonies because they are quick and dangerous. Armed with the information they had been given, they set out towards the city. As they make it to the hospital and get the medical supplies, R and the other zombies catch a whiff of a human and rush into the hospital. Nora hears the commotion outside, and Julie persuades her and the others to leave as soon as possible. Perry immediately declines, stating that they still have a task to complete. As he is finishing his sentence, the zombies break through the door. All hell breaks loose. As the zombies and humans are fighting, R sees a figure of Julie killing his undead friends. Despite this, he falls in love with her at first sight. He rushes towards her, but Perry stops him and shoots him. In a fit of rage, R bites Perry to death. He quickly gets Perry's brain because R has a rare ability to access that person's memories. He takes a bite out of the brain only to find out that the person he killed had a love relationship with Julie. With this realization, R tries to talk to Julie, but she is afraid because she thinks her life is about to end. R comforts her by smearing Perry's brain blood on her face to camouflage her scent. Then he takes Julie to his place, an empty airplane. Later that night, R spots Julie crying and terrified, so he gives her some space till she can stop being afraid of him and calm down. He attempts to consume Perry's brain once more in an effort to get to know Julie better. R recalls each and every one of Perry's memories. In his memory, R sees Perry and Julie eating together. Morphing to another memory, R sees Julie killing Perry's father because he turned into a zombie. R comes to realize why Julie is terrified of him thanks to Perry's brain. R then returns to Julie and wraps a blanket around her and plays music in an effort to comfort her. The following morning, Julie asks the zombie to bring her food. As soon as R gets off the plane, Julie utilizes the opportunity to sneak out. Unfortunately, she's discovered by a horde of wandering zombies outside. R unexpectedly shows up and once more protects Julie from the zombies. After they get back to the plane, he gives her the food she desperately needed. The zombie's kindness attracts Julie. She then makes an effort to get to know him better. She learns that R can only pronounce the letter R, so Julie agrees to call him R. Julie then asks him to let her leave that area. However, he finds many reasons to keep her since he loves her. He says that being outside is risky and that she needed to stay for a few days for her own good. Julie is taken aback by R since he is able to communicate, unlike the other zombies. During those few days, they spend most of their time having fun and forgetting about the reality of humans versus zombies. One night, while Julie is dozing off, R consumes the last of Perry's brain that he has kept. He sees a horrifying scene where Perry tries to save Julie, but R kills him instead. Filled with guilt, R spits out the brain. Meanwhile, Julie runs away again and is pursued by R's zombie companions. As Julie is about to be eaten by the zombie, R swoops in and saves her life yet again. Regardless of his efforts, Julie makes it clear that she doesn't want to be there anymore. M becomes outraged when he sees R becoming friends with the human and orders R to eat her. The commotion draws the Bonies' attention and the two immediately run. They ultimately get cornered by Bonies, but M arrives out of nowhere and runs the Bonies over. As M saves R and Julie, he brings them to the other zombies for judgment. R tells his friends that he really does love Julie. When they get there, the other zombies are so moved that their dead hearts beat once again. Not long after, a group of Bonies comes up to them. The Bonies know that M cooperated with other zombies to save R and Julie. The Bonies became furious and prepared to attack the human area. Meanwhile, Julie and R arrive at an abandoned home. Julie invites R to sleep with her. He finally is getting his chance at love, but they are ambushed by patrol forces. Julie sees her father in the patrol group and rushes to see him, but suddenly stops. She realizes that they will most likely kill R. To make matters worse, R then makes an effort to tell Julie the truth by admitting that he is the one who killed her former lover, Perry. Betrayed and hurt, Julie leaves R later that night. R falls asleep alone and has a dream. In his dreams, he searches for Julie and finds her, Perry, and Nora sitting down. Perry claims that R can't be with Julie because R is a murderer. The following day, R wakes up saddened by his dream and feels terrible for his previous actions. He meets up with the other zombies at the airport, only to find out that the Bonnie have planned an attack on the human enclave. R rushes into human territory with the aid of M and his other zombie friends to inform Julie of what is coming. As they get ready to go to the border town, R instructs his undead companions to wait at the stadium. R goes alone to the city. He takes the hidden route Perry and Julie had previously taken by using memories from Perry's brain. Meanwhile, Julie is describing what happened to Nora. She misses R. When Nora hears this, she makes fun of her because of how crazy it is to love a zombie. Later that night, Julie has trouble falling asleep and walks outside to her balcony to get some fresh air. She is startled to see R standing in front of her house. Julie runs down the stairs and embraces him, feeling the warmth radiating from his body. Once inside the house, Julie makes sure no one else is aware of R's presence. Nora is perplexed when she first encounters R. She claims that the zombies smell terrible, but R seems to be different from the others. R then explains that evil zombies are planning an attack on the city. When Julie learns of this, she makes the difficult but necessary decision to connect R with her father. To make him appear more like a typical human, Julie and Nora decide to change his appearance. The three of them pay Julie's father, Colonel Grigio, a visit. Julie tells her dad that other zombies can be cured, but her dad doesn't buy that absurd notion. R then reveals his true identity. Colonel Grigio immediately points a gun at him. On the other side, Nora raises a gun to Colonel Grigio's head and orders the two of them to leave. R takes Julie to the stadium where R gathered his zombie friends to aid humans in their battle against the Bonies. Soon after, Bonies arrive at the airport to kill R and Julie. As the Bonies get closer, M directs R to go protect Julie, even if it means risking his own life. M and the other zombies fight the Bonies, but several Bonies escape and chase R and Julie. R uses all of his strength to try to protect Julie from the zombies, but fails. R and Julie are surrounded and have exhausted their options for survival. In an instant, R grabs Julie and dives into the water 100 feet below them. They miraculously escape, but R is drowning. Julie quickly drags R and saves him with a kiss. As their lips meet, R's pupils return to normal as he is becoming more human. Suddenly, Julie's father shoots him in the chest. R starts to bleed from the bullet wound, showing his transformation. Seeing this impossible scene, Colonel Grigio decides that the zombies actually have a chance to become normal humans. He creates a plan to stop the Bonies, but the humans and zombies must work together. The chaos and emotion of the battlefield are captured. The clash of weapons, the screams of anguish, the desperate struggle for survival. Amidst the carnage, R and Julie fight side by side, their actions fueled by love and the belief in a better future. The humans and zombies finally defeat the Bonies. After the final battles, the survivors witness the zombies reclaiming their humanity, their vacant stares replaced by expressions of recognition and understanding. This sparks a beacon of hope within the survivors' hearts as they begin to envision a future where coexistence and rebuilding are possible. In the end, humanity is coexisting with good zombies in the hope that they would one day be able to recover. R transforms into a regular person and begins dating Julie. The other zombies become more and more human as the days go on. The world is healing, and there is no need for a wall anymore. Julie and R's love has not only transformed their own lives, but has served as a catalyst for the survival of mankind, a beacon of hope that continues to inspire others. Love wins.